Hello beautiful people. In this video we'll be making fish roll. This fish roll is so yummy and we'll be using mackerel fish Titus for this recipe. I'm using this fish because it has less bones than other fish. I added in salt and seasoning and we are going to marinate this with our fingers, coat each of the fish with the seasoning and the salt, and we'll add in water, just a little, and we'll cook this between 5 to 10 minutes. And this is 10 minutes. We'll take it off from the heat and we are going to carefully remove all the bones in the fish. Just like this, we are removing the middle bones. It's very important to remove this bone so that no one chokes eating this fish pie or no one has a bone hooked to their throat. And we are going to mince this fish. You can use your hands for this, but I'm using the fork. Separate it from each other till it looks like this. Another very important part of this recipe is to gently remove these fine bones. This is very important. Gently you sort them out and take it off from the fish. And we'll set this aside. And I have pepper, onion, ginger and garlic. This will give our fish pie some flavor and taste. And we are going to blend this so that no one will be chewing on the garlic or the ginger. In a dry pan on heat, I added in little vegetable oil, not so much so that the fish pie wouldn't be soggy. And I'll bring in the blended onion, ginger, garlic and pepper. We are going to stir fry this for about 2 minutes. The peppers will add spice and flavor to this our fish pie. And I brought in the minced fish and we are going to stir fry this for about 5 minutes. Now come in with a little curry powder. Stir this in quickly so that it doesn't stick on some parts. And also come in with thyme leaves. We are going to stir this. We are not going to be adding seasoning and salt anymore because we added seasoning and salt initially to the fish when we are cooking it. But you can have a taste of yours to know if you need to adjust the seasoning and the salt. Otherwise, we are good to go. We'll set this aside in a plate and we are going to allow it to cool completely before coming back to it. And in my bowl, I added in flour, plain flour, also known as all-purpose flour. And I added in sugar, milk flavor, yeast, baking powder, nutmeg powder, salt, and we are going to mix this together. And I brought in butter. You can also use margarine. And with my 2 hands washed, we are going to mix the butter to absorb into the flour. You'll keep mixing it till it gets crumbly like this. And we'll pat a hole and add in water. In total, I use 1 glass of water, but you have to add it in gradually so that you know when to stop. And we'll keep bringing all this together. We're not looking for a sticky dough, just like this. And I'll bring it into my work surface for easier handling of the dough. We'll knead this for just about a minute, not so much of kneading. We just want to bring it together. And we'll form this into a ball shape and we'll cover this to rest for about 20 minutes. Just enough time to wash my dishes. And this is 20 minutes later. Here is my pan. I added in a little flour and spread it across. This is where I'll place in the dough so that they don't stick. And I'll cut open this dough. So if you want actual measurement for all the fish rolls, you have to use your scale. But I'm randomly cutting this into different portions. And we'll roll each of this dough into a ball, just like this. I'll gently flour my work surface. I'm bringing one dough at a time. We are going to roll this with our rolling pin. Just spread it out. This is actually very easy. You can also do this and the whole family will be so glad. Everyone will love it. And this is the thickness of the rolled out dough. And with my brush, I rubbed in a little water. This will help it to stick. And I brought in the fish filling. And we are going to roll this. That's why it is called fish roll. Just roll it quite easy and simple. Let's roll it one more time. Remember to apply water. That will help the edges to stick together so that the fish fillings wouldn't be falling off into the oil. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. And we'll place the edges down so that it doesn't open up. And let's go and fry. So you wouldn't be using very hot oil. Medium oil is fine. You start adding in from the first ones you rolled out. In total, you need to fry this for about 5 to 7 minutes on both sides. And this is how it looks like. You turn it to the other side after about 3 minutes till all sides are golden brown in color. Remember that your pastries, when fried, will turn a shade darker when it cools, so be sure of the colors you want. And we are going to take this out from the oil. You can also do this as a small business or a big business. Do it on whichever scale you can. Know what your customers want, the sizes you have to make it, so at the end of the day you have your own profit. Here is our fish roll. This is so delicious. This is so yummy. This is so nice. It's crunchy on the outside and has a lot of fish filling on the inside. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.